guys already know by the title of this video, all the waited time, the questions, one after another in every vlog. We are finally revealing today our love story. Are you guys ready? Are you ready, honey?
Ready is all I need.
Yes. I am not that ready because I hide my story normally. But since you're yeah, so but since you guys are requesting again, since you guys are supporting us a lot and give us love and support more than we expect, so we have decided that we'll do it. So ready or not, let's do it, right?
Ready.
Anyway, I have to go back and cook now. She's making dal. Okay, in the morning she made dal and it was super good, so I request her again to make another dal. I'm cooking fish right there and with the bamboo shoot that we bought from home. So I'm gonna peel them now or make them in small pieces. I do bamboo kabong and let's begin our vlog. It's in the evening, getting dark. We took a nap. We did the laundry a lot today. We cleaned our house and our house looks pretty good now. It's clean. Everything looks बढ़िया लगता है अभी. नहीं बढ़िया दिखता है. So guys, where are you running? I'm trying to hold you. All she wants is cheese. Look at cheese. All she wants is this, the cheese. I never give. Love me, give me.
You want some?
Yes. Anyway, we are done cooking. Kind of, just waiting for the food to cool down and we'll eat and we'll begin for the main content that we wanted to do. Okay, so stay with us. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what's that.
I don't know either.
Oh, it's cold. As you can see, somebody is with a blanket. She didn't give me a blanket. But anyhow, I still love you. Alright, guys.
It's the moment you've all been waiting.
Here's the moment. It's a date. No watch. I don't know what time it is. It must be around 8 at night. We finished our dinner. We finished everything. And we are relaxed. We are going to fulfill all your questions about how we met, what we do for living, and it goes on the list. But today we will be focusing more on how we met. America and India. How we met.
Okay, let's go.
I hope you guys can hear us clear because our camera is a little behind. I mean, way far from here, but we'll try our best. We are shouting literally. Alright, so I think we will start with it's just informal, okay? We didn't prepare anything because it's just our story, so we thought we'll just share whatever in our head, right? So alright, yeah. Kind of a little lost. Oh yeah, okay, it's my story, focus. Okay, you are buzzing me out now. Alright, people know me as Jerry and Emma, and even our YouTube channel is Jerry and Emma, which is on our name.
But is that your real name, Jerry?
No. Ta-da! Alright, so my real name is Keki Gumzel. It's a little difficult to pronounce if you're not really familiar with the language, but it's okay. But you can call me Jerry. Originally, I am from Nagaland, a place called Jaluki Town. That's where I was born and brought up. But for past 7 years, I am here in Ceylon, working in a mission. So technically, I am serving the Lord in a Christian organization. That's only information I can give about my job, because many people have asked me what I do. So there's different work as well, but as a full time, I serve the Lord. Yeah, and maybe my wife can give a little bit about intro about herself.
Sorry, I'm eating cookies.
The stage is yours. We are drinking
Okay.
hot water.
You're drinking hot water. I'm drinking milk and eating cookies.
I think we need to
Very
speak a little
healthy.
louder.
My name is Emmeline. I'm from the United States, from the state of Indiana, not India. People always ask me twice. Whenever I say I'm from Indiana, they go, no, not India. And I say, no, I know, not India. Indiana, there's like this whole conversation I have. United States, the state of Indiana. And now I'm living in India. Okay. What else am I supposed to say about myself? I'm a full-time housewife.
My wife.
And
My full-time wife.
yeah, all the cooking, all the cleaning, that's me. And I also do part-time English teaching online. And yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, that's a little thing about us. But as we continue to make more vlog, I'm sure you guys will get to know us more. But yeah, that's something that we want to guys let you know what we do for a living. And we live in Ceylon. Some people ask who is from Ceylon, who is from Nagaland. I am from Nagaland. I live in Ceylon, or we live in Ceylon. She's from US. Well, we both live in Ceylon. All right. So that, I hope that's clear enough for some of you. Yeah. Yeah.
This is getting so long.
Anyway, I think the video is getting longer and longer, so we'll jump straight to our story. All right. So in the year of
2018.
2018, yes, I almost forgot. In the year of 2018, we met in Shillong. It was on December, and the rest I'll leave to my wife. Maybe you can share a little.
So in December of 2018, I came to India, to Shillong, with a group of my friends just to visit, and we had planned to stay for 2 months, and we were staying at Jerry's institution type place, right?
Yeah.
We were staying with them. They were hosting us so that we had a place to stay. So that's how I met Jerry. He was the first person that I met in India, technically, because we got off the airplane, myself and my friends, and we knew that that Jerry was gonna pick us up from the airport, but we didn't really know who Jerry was. Honestly, I remember we used to talk about, we thought that he was gonna be American because Jerry is an American name, I think. So anyway, this is what was going through our head, and so I think we just kind of had it in our head that, anyway. So we got off the airplane, and lo and behold, we find out, oh, this is Jerry. And I remember seeing him and thinking, oh, cool.
I went by bike to pick them up. Being a biker, I went down to airport to pick them up. It was cool.
So he picked us up from Shillong Airport, and I don't even think I really even said hi to you. All I remember is seeing him. Oh, okay, that's very cool. Going to get my bags, and that's it. Yeah. And we were there, my friends and I were there for 2 months, and for at least the first month, I don't remember saying a single word to Jerry at all.
That was sad.
You didn't speak to me
Or,
either.
no,
We
no,
just didn't
I don't
talk.
mean. I didn't say anything
We
because
just didn't
we
talk.
were very busy. That's the thing. Anyway, I'll take over from there. Yeah. So, but then 1 month busy and the schedule was like that. Our lifestyles, they were doing their own thing. I was doing my own thing, and as but then I went off for holiday for a few weeks. Then excuse me. Then I came back, but there was a moment. That day I never forget. Okay, it was a beautiful sunrise in Shillong. If you are from Shillong, if you ever been to Shillong, it's very rare to see a sunrise, because of the weather. But that day was a beautiful sunrise. It was early in the morning. I was holding my bag and coming back from my travels, and then someone walk.
I was with a few of my friends. We were walking down to the market area for I don't know what.
But it was early in the morning. It was very cold.
Yeah, it was pretty early.
And it was beautiful sunrise again. And then I was walking, towards to the home, and there she comes. And then later the friends, was behind her. But I paused there and I'm like, what did I just show? You know what I mean? If you're a guy, if you're girls who have all fallen in love, then I think there was a moment where the shooting star just falls on your head. So that moment,
Mind you,
you
we
know what I mean?
haven't
Oh, you
spoken.
came.
Talking.
So there was, oh, you came back. Good to see you. That was the only talk in the morning. But I walked past and then I was like, man, this girl is beautiful. You know what I mean? Damn beautiful. Sorry about that, but that was the reaction about me. You know what I mean? Then I was like, where will I? Because she's going away again. She's going away. So I don't have to. So then I move on, but I know that then from then I kind of like attract, little admire her, and she's pretty. And then I was in Shillong, and resting. Then we get a more chance to talk, and then because I also saw some comments saying she looked like Jennifer Lawrence, and the first thing I stood up to her and said, "Hey, you look like Jennifer Lawrence."
That was the very first thing Jerry ever said to me. I remember I think my friends and I were getting ready to go out somewhere. We were just kind of standing around. I remember you came up to me and you were like, "You look a lot like Jennifer Lawrence." That was the first thing we had actually really engaged in conversation over was
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence, which is something that I hear actually quite often, and at the time I heard actually quite often. So we talked about that. And
But-
then ever since then, that's when we started talking
yeah.
here and there, back and forth.
Because I was more relaxed by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the story of how we met, and then at the time, and then long story, had to cut short. Then we exchanged numbers. We are friends in Facebook and like Instagram. Start following each other, liking each other pictures, and as a usual how people do till today. So they're like that. But we get a chance to talk more, and then deep down in my heart, I feel that I have developed some feeling for her, to be honest. Then I don't know about her side, but there so happened that one day we were talking, and then we find out that we like each other. That's all. And then, but before we take these things very deep and further, we want to make sure that these feelings are right, because knowing that she's going away in far distance. And with all that, we took it little pause, and then I went back. I pray honestly, and she was doing her side as well, right? And then I talked with a few friends who are that I'm very close to, and I asked them, "What do you guys think?" And they pray with me honestly. Those friends are great, and they also say, "If you think it's alright, if you think the Lord is saying, you can go ahead and please." So I take time to pray. Then I talk to her again, and then I dropped them to airport again. It was very sad. Honestly, it was very sad. Um, I was
I
very
definitely cried.
yeah. She was crying and she was back to US. Just making this our story card. And then we communicate with our social media. We are grateful and thankful for our social media today. You know, like Facebook and Instagram and Zoom and WhatsApp and many. So then we continue to start communicating.
Yeah. It
But
was shortly.
even in distance, we strongly feel the same, that we are still feeling the same feelings that we started. Then we kind of take it a little serious to the next step. Then I talk to my parents that I'm kind of liking and about to be relationship with a girl, so and so from there. And then she does the same thing,
Yeah.
right? So with our parents' support, as you say, with their agreeing to us, we decided to date. All right, and then we start dating even in a distance. Then I'll leave that to her. We can continue the rest of the story. Little.
So I went back to the US, and it was shortly after that when we started dating. So I went back around mid-February. We started dating around early March sometime. And things went really quickly. Long distance, I'd say we had a
Can I sit?
pretty, yeah, take the cookies
No,
too.
I'm good. I'm too full.
So, I'd say we had a pretty good experience with long distance. I mean, there were times where it was difficult, of course, but honestly, it was. I can't see any part of it that was really so challenging that we couldn't do it or that it was. I don't know. I found it to be a good experience. What do you think?
It was a good
Yeah?
experience. I think I'll explain in the end.
But so we started dating around March, and then it was really quickly for us. I remember by May we were already talking about getting married.
But not sure yet.
Actually, even starting like end of April, we were starting to talk about getting married, but didn't
Because
know.
our deal was not a deal. Our feeling was like, if we date, we want to date for married,
Right.
not to try out. Because if we try out, we'll end up hurting each others, and we don't want to play our emotion and our feelings. Because if we date hard or soft or good or bad feelings are a moment we want to date for serious, and
Yeah.
that was the biggest challenge that we took.
Honestly,
and today here we are.
Honestly, by April, I knew I wanted to marry Jerry. I just wasn't gonna tell him that yet. But so we started talking about this late April, early May, and then obviously we talked to our parents and everything, and by end of June we were already engaged. So just think that was so quick. That's all of March, April, May. That's 3 months of officially dating,
Yeah.
and then end of June we're engaged. That was barely any time, but honestly for me it felt so right.
If you guys are thinking why we engage even in distance, one of the things is we want to be very serious in our relationship, and we feel like if we're engaged even in a distance, if our family agree with our marriage and all these things, then we better be engaged so that we took it our relationship to the next level of where we took it more serious, and not just dating anymore, but knowing our task, knowing our vision that okay, we are getting married now because we are engaged,
right.
because we are in distance. So that's a decision where we took.
And we knew that we weren't really in the position where we could get married soon because I was still in US. I was working. I really couldn't come back until fall. So, and then sometime after that we would have to get married. So we knew that it would be a while yet. So to get engaged that early, it didn't seem like such an issue. Like honestly, like I don't know, it just felt.
Yeah. So yeah, let me take over again. Yeah. So straight jump to India now. So she came back. You came on November, right? End of November.
No, end of October.
End of October. Yeah. So she's back in end of October. So we get married on 21st of February, which is coming very soon. Our first anniversary, which we're super excited. So before we get married for about 4 months or 3.5 months, I should say, we stay together in Ceylon. Not just us, just to guys let you know, don't take us wrong. We were on my institute with my friends and with my working colleague. They were all together. Then just to spend time before we get married to know our life better, and which is very important, I should say. Don't no people choice, but our choice was at least to plan to get to know our cultures. And we went home for Christmas. She spent time with my family, getting to know my family, my culture, simple thing like food, and how do we respect the elders. So that's here and there. We did that because we felt like those are very important before the marriage. Because I don't want her to be surprised after the marriage, everything falls on the plate. But so we kind of did that, and it was very helpful for her, and also for me, also for my family back home. Yeah. So and then for our wedding, you guys have seen a video. If you have not, just check our YouTube. There will be a video of our marriage. And yeah, so it was a great marriage. Emma family came over, mom and dad, and had a great time with them. Looking forward to spend more time with them in the futures. Right now we couldn't because of the pandemic. We all know, but okay, those are not related about this video. But our marriage was beautiful, and we are happy married couples. Almost 1 year now. We are gonna celebrate our anniversary for the first time, which we are super excited. And yeah, so spending time is very important before you get married, and getting to know it, especially if you are from a cross culture like us, because we are not just cross culture, we are opposite of everything.
Yeah.
Opposite of sleeping, because our sleeping night and day are not timing wise, food wise, everything was different. Till today, we are adjusting with each other, honestly,
Every day, yeah.
every day with our food, every day with our lifestyle, the way we communicate, because we are grow up like that. And I'm not saying who is better or who is worse.
It's not about who is better, who is worse, who is.
It's a lifestyle, I should say.
It's not about, and it's not about whether we do more American style or more Naga style. It's not about that either. It's literally just about like
it's just about us
agreeing and doing something.
Each other's,
you know?
and we are adopting each other cultures in our home. So this house is not American house. It's not a Naga boy house.
Yeah.
It's our home.
Yeah.
And our home, we are making it home.
Sometimes we cook American food. Sometimes we cook Naga food. Sometimes we cook
Indian food.
Yeah.
Sometimes Khasi food, since we are here.
Yeah.
Sometimes we eat out. But our marriage has been going great. Our relationship, we are not stopped dating yet. We are still dating. We go for a date because which is important. In a week, we keep aside our special date where we go for coffee and hang out and talk more, and no phone that day. We try to avoid our phones because we want to get to know each other deeper and deeper. Yeah, that's a little story about us. There's so many things we couldn't tell you all because the video would take longer and longer, which is already too long, I guess. But if you're watching, since you guys have asked, it's a request, try to watch all our video, and so that you guys know us better, how we met and how we married. All right. But here are a few tips that I want to give. I know it's not a preaching time, but in our marriage,
I preach to you anyway.
In our experience, the first thing, we are very accountable to each other. So if you are dating, whether it's a short distance or long distance relationship, the first is you have to be accountable to each other. And another one, you have to talk. You have to talk. Don't run away from the conflict. Don't run away from the situation, but sit, discuss, and solve the situation. It's not about he or it's not about she, but it's about take it as a us, and that's something that we still do today. If we have any misunderstood in our marriage, in our relationship, we talk, we discuss, and we are very accountable. We share what is in and out in our life so that she knows me better. She does the same thing. So trust is very important in a relationship. So I trusted her for 9 months when she is in the US. She trusted me from her heart for 9 months when she is not here with me. So in relationship, accountability, trust, and sharing, solving a conflict together are a key. There are many keys, but in our experience of our dating, in our marriage, that's something that we develop, something that we still do it till today. That's something that I want to give you all if you guys are asking, because some of the comment I saw was give us some tips and things like that. So that's a few tips from my side or from our side. Yeah, so that's the story. And before we sign off from Jerry and Emma, we are truly blessed for the people who have subscribed our channel. We finally made it to 13,000 subscriber, which was in 2.5 weeks, and that was like super boom.
About 3 weeks now. Yeah.
About 3 weeks, yeah, and that was like super growth from 300 to 3,000 or 13,000 in 3 weeks is super growth. So keep loving, keep supporting to our channel. Okay, our giveaway is coming. We'll someday in very short time we will make another giveaway video, more update what we will be giving away. We're not giving away because we want to give and our channel will grow, but we want to bless because you guys are blessing us. So take it as a blessing. We will give on the blessing because you guys are watching our video, commenting, like or dislike, and subscribing our channel. That's being already a great blessing. So we want to bless you again, and that's from our heart. But
So once we reach 25K,
once we reach 25K, so
That's
help
what
us to
we're
get
going to
25K
do.
actually, so that we can bless. We are done. That's our story. I hope that explained a lot. It's explained a lot to me. I don't know about you guys. Just feel free to comment and let us know how our story is. Okay. We love you. Have a great evening. Bye bye. Signing off from Jerry and Emma.